Yeah, so we'll see. I think,
through grants, scholarships, random acts of kindness, and more. Thousands of Arizonans have already joined Desert Financial, located inside the Payson Mall.
and good morning, Rim Country. Chris Higgins here in the studio for the Community Spotlight program, and thank you to Desert Financial Credit Union for sponsoring our Community Spotlight program. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the nice rainy weather out there. 41 degrees here at the KRIM cottage, and boy, I love the rain. It is beautiful, 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 and we need that moisture, so happy to see it. Well, this morning joining me on the Community Spotlight program is Cassie Lyman of Lyman Ranches. Good morning, Cassie.
Good morning. Thanks for having me in.
Hey, you are so welcome. Thank you. It was kind of a little short notice, set up here and getting it scheduled. So thank you for
Yeah, no problem.
working us into your schedule. And I had thought about it. You've been on the program to talk Northern Gila County Fair.
Yep.
Because you're a member of the board and you've been working with that for a while. Maybe have you been on to talk FFA before?
Yep.
FFA, but we've never had you on just to talk about beef, and where's the beef? No, Lyman Ranches, and what you guys are doing in your beef shop, and so this is cool to have you on. And for those that are watching, and I'm going to bring up our KRIM FM Facebook page right now, Cassie brought a little treat with her that we're going to be giving away.
That's
And
right.
one of my favorites, I tell you what, they're called snack sticks.
Yep.
That's what you
Beef
call them?
snack sticks.
Beef snack sticks. And you sell those in your beef shop, which is right on Main Street. What's the
Yep.
address?
410 West Main Street. We're in Sweet Sea. A lot of people come up and go to
Yeah.
the store next door and then
Uh-huh.
leave, and we're like, oh wait, Sweet Sea.
Sweet Sea. That's a tough. Wow, Sweet Sea. Sweet Sea is where Lyman Ranches beef shop is, and you have these snack sticks, which I know myself and your neighbor there. I don't know if he's listening, but Mr. Dan Cobb.
Yeah,
with
Rim Country Insurance.
Rim Country
yeah.
Insurance, American National Insurance, and he always steals mine. He does. He steals mine. He found mine. They were hidden in the center console today, and he found them. He's like a bloodhound. He sniffed out the snack sticks, and but he shares, and he only took half.
Rock and Ron, I hear, shares too.
Yeah, Rock and
Sales.
Ron likes those too, and yeah. But so if you're on our KRIM FM Facebook page right now, all you have to do is comment, leave a comment, and you can be entered to win this snack stick pack, which it's 8 snack sticks in there. They are delicious. And we have Edna Welsheimer watching, Angela Rudd, a few other people. But again, if you're listening on the radio, and you can get on Facebook, hey, get on there and check it out, and also comment so you can enter to win. And like Rosa Rodriguez just did, she's saying hello, and you just have to be able to pick them up though in the store.
Yeah, come
That's
to
the
Lyman
thing.
Ranches Beef Shop down on Main Street in Payson and pick them up.
And yep, we'll pick a winner off of this Facebook Live that we're doing today on our Community Spotlight program. And so that'll be fun. So Lyman Ranches, how long have you had Lyman Ranches now, you and your family?
Well, 6 generations. My husband's 6 generations. So our kids will be 7th generation. We have 4 boys.
So what you're saying, a couple of years.
Yeah, just a little while.
7 generations with your boys.
Yep,
Wow,
it's a long time.
That is.
So the beef shop itself, we just opened last year, and we, prior to moving to Arizona, ranched up in Utah. So
Okay.
we've been down here in the area of Rim Country for the past 8 years. So
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. And how long? So 8 years you've been down in Arizona.
Yep.
And your ranch is down in, is it?
Geisela.
Geisela.
Yeah, we
Okay.
actually have 3 ranches. So
Okay.
my mother and father-in-law moved down here, Art and Julie Lyman, to Geisela
Mhm.
about 13 years ago, and bought the ranch that we co-own with them now.
Mhm.
And then when we moved down, we did some jobs around for the university and such before we found our own ranch down on Roosevelt Lake, the Hat Ranch.
Mhm.
And then a couple years ago, we had some friends that had a ranch here west of Payson for sale,
Mhm.
and it just all worked out. And it's in pretty bad disrepair. It has a lot of work to be done, like 27 miles of fence. So if you want to build some fence,
Oh,
you know.
wow. So, but that's a little bit of
A
fence.
little bit of fence. Some fires have
Yeah.
gone through and taken out fences and years of overgrowth and age. So a lot of infrastructure to rebuild out there as well, and putting in waters for wildlife and cattle. And so that's CLF west of Payson here out in the wilderness area. So yeah, 3 places that we have to keep in shape.
That's right. I remember with the recent fire up there, that got real down. That got real close, or did come onto your ranch
Yeah.
a little bit.
So there's been several big fires around. The bushfire that came over just got short of the ranch on Roosevelt Lake, because we're on the opposite side of the lake, which was nice to have that boundary between us of water. And then the Backbone fire started about a mile north and west of our boundary of our ranch, but the Pulleys fire was actually on our ranch. That's where the helicopter pilot lost his life. So yeah, that fire did a lot of good out there. It cleaned up a lot of the overgrowth, and they were able to contain it as well, which was nice. So fire can be a good management tool on the landscape, but it's when it has a lot of excess fuels of trees that it can be catastrophic.
And the I guess bottom line, that excess fuel is built up over time when there aren't wildfires to keep it down.
Yeah, or controlled burns, or timber logging, things like that.
Yeah, things of that nature. So how many cattle do you typically, how many head do you have?
Once we get the cattle out on the LF ranch, we'll be running about 500 head. So.
About 500.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is pretty small, actually, in Arizona. So
gotcha.
we're one of the little guys.
One of the little ranches.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and then the 500, you have those processed. They go get processed. About how many would you say like go through this shop?
So we're considered a cow-calf operation, which means we keep the mother cows, and their offspring is what we tend to use into meat production. And so we sell to the commercial market as well as we sell beef directly to the consumer. So we do whole, half, and quarter beef there at the beef shop, as well as we then have beef specifically cut for individual sale. So people could come in and buy just 1 pound of ground, or a roast or whatever have you, or a pack of snack sticks. Right?
Yeah. Hey, I do that quite often.
And so we started out with just a few head, saving for folks around, our neighbors and friends, and then ended up being like, we might start saving about 20 head, and then 30 head, and ended up that now we're doing over 50 head right through the beef shop, and that demand is continually growing. So especially with the recent pandemic and such, people wanting to have a food supply close to home and right there where they can stock their freezers and know that they will have high quality proteins readily available for their families. And so the demand has definitely increased more so since then.
And what would you say, what is the most popular item, that your customers, or some of the more popular ones in the shop?
So of course steaks are really popular. And when you harvest a beef, only 50% is ground beef, and then the rest of it is made into roast. A small percentage, like 30%, is steaks. And so because of how it is, steaks are a more limited quantity per animal. And so we can't keep steaks in stock in the store. We sell out as soon as we get a harvest, and we have a standing waiting list for our ribeyes and tenderloin steaks, as well as our T-bones and porterhouses. But we've had such a great product that we are having an increased popularity with just ground beef. People are making a lot of more traditional dishes like meatloaf, or Swedish meatballs, or spaghetti meatballs, or things like that, tacos, just throwing a burger on the grill. So our ground beef actually outsells our steaks, but just the quantity is so much more.
Gotcha. So we have a few people commenting. Let me see, Susie Hope Crib Hibbs.
Oh yeah, from Daisila. Yeah, she's one of our good customers.
She says she loves Lyman Ranches Beef Shop. And
she loves our short ribs.
And then Ashley Lavender said snack sticks are the best. Tegan loves them when he's teething. So there you go.
Yeah, Grandma gives them to him. Kelly Edwards down there, Johnny Glass.
Yeah, so that's interesting. So the steaks, and you got to make sure people know about your Facebook page, because you probably let people know when you get those steaks in.
I do.
And like you said, they go quick. So if you're following the Lyman Ranches Beef Shop Facebook page, then you can be notified or told when those come in, and you can get down there.
Right, and we're only open a few days a week. So, you know, my main priority or job is the ranch and being a mom. Mom had on too.
Yeah.
And so the beef shop has really been just an opportunity to get local product for people in our community, to be able to that sustainable local source. And so I'm there every Monday, 10 to 5, and then I've been rotating Wednesdays and Thursdays each week. So this week I'll be there Thursday, next week's Wednesday, and to be able to provide that opportunity for people to come in and get that local product. But it's difficult for some that we're not open, you know, 5 days a week or 7 days a week. But you know, I have to raise the beef in order to supply it. Every Monday they can come down and pick it out, and I do post on our social media pages. So some want to follow the day in the life of the rancher, and that's Lyman Ranches. And I usually post in there what's going on, how we raise our beef, you know, with our family. Like this weekend, we did probably 40 miles horseback, taking care of the ranch, and you know, our little boys, they all ride, and some people are not interested in watching the way it grows. They just want to have that high quality protein for their bodies, and so they just follow the Lyman Ranches Beef Shop page. So I have both.
There you go. Ashley Lavender also said the beef boxes are a great deal. So she likes those. Rick Quigley and also Robert Mavis watching, and I want to hold up this so you guys know, you guys understand that Cassie brought down, here you go, this beef snack pack, snack stick pack, and these beef snack sticks, the Wilbur, which is so good. It's a little spicy, got a little kick to it, but great flavor. And you just have to comment on this Facebook Live right here. So if you're listening on the radio, get on over to the KRIM FM Facebook page and just comment. Let Cassie know if you've had her beef before, what you like, what you've tried. And I know grilled up some steaks before, I forget, a little
it was a ribeye.
back. The ribeye, yeah. And oh man, so good. So good.
Yeah, we're getting into grilling season, right? I mean, it seems a little early, especially when you look outside today in that rain, but we need the rain, right?
Yeah.
It's really important for the ranch to be able to grow the grasses that it's needing and fill the tanks that water the wildlife and our cattle. But people are starting to come in and buy stuff for their smoker, so they're getting tri-tips and briskets and short ribs and barbecue ribs and putting those on. And it's kind of my favorite thing to see when people are posting about the food and how they've prepared it. You know, first it starts with a quality product, but then half of it is the cook, right? You can take a great steak and you could ruin it. So, you know, it's really fun following along. There's a Payson Foodies page, and people are posting on there all the time about our beef and what they've made with it and sharing recipes, and it's really fun to see what people make for their families out of our product.
Oh yeah, and you know, I noticed that recently, and it seems like for the holidays, for Christmas, or just over the wintertime here, there were a lot of people that got grills, got like Traegers, flat irons, you know, a lot of different things. Blackstones, to where, you know, I saw the pictures of the guys or the families, you know, around their new big outdoor grill or smoker. So there's probably a lot of people chomping at the bit, wanting to get some good meat on those puppies, you know, when the weather warms up. And it's good. And
we bought ourselves one of those too. we're pretty excited about it.
Yeah. Is it bad? DJ Pammy, she commented and she said, "Save me some," and I just laughed at her. I'm like, sorry, because these are a prize, Pammy. They're not staying here, but I do have some in the center console. It's like I keep some in there. It's like a what is it, a reserve pack, or like if I get lost.
Survival
or
food
survival.
right there. And we do jerky too. We had a lot of requests for jerky, and so we've had some made, and people take that out camping or with them in their backpacks when they're hiking or biking in our beautiful area that we have here, and so yeah, it's pretty fun.
No, and I have to say, a trip down into the Grand Canyon, Samuel Woods over there at Paints and Paint, if he's listening, they usually are, went down in the canyon a couple times with him on one of the trips. You know how we take Cliff bars or little protein bars or different things or gels, squeeze them in your mouth. There was a Russian couple when we were hiking out, and the man just pulls out of his backpack a little thing of foil, and he unwraps the foil, and in there is just a chunk of beef.
Oh, nice.
He's just gnawing on beef. I'm like, there you go, the original protein bar.
There you go.
Just the beef. So
all the amino acids that you need, vitamin B.
So just do it old school. Just put the beef
brain
in
development
there.
right in there. I've had some people that had gone vegan for a while that then came into the beef shop and trying our product, and that they have said, I'm now eating red meats because of the brain development and keeping my brain active. And I'm like, yeah, that's really amazing. It's great. There's a lot of research and studies behind that as well. So I just love our beef family. Like when they come into the shop and they tell me their stories, we connect as a family, and it's really cool.
DJ Pammy then, she commented, he always hides them from us. And he's laugh. I'm like, whatever.
He knows they're so good and
I
know, eat them.
I know. Whatever. I always hide them.
Paints and Paint, they're a great supporter of the fair too. Our kids show our livestock in the fair, and we've received grand champion, reserve champion with our cattle, and we've been to Arizona Nationals and received accolades there as well. Reserve champion heifers. Recently, we Rim Country's best of the Rim.
There you go.
We're best meat retailer, so it's kind of fun to get some of those awards and recognitions as well.
Yeah, and then I know when I was in yesterday, picked up this flyer, and we were going to be reading it on the radio, but about a community pancake breakfast down in Tonto Basin. Saturday, April 9th. Pancake, sausage, and eggs. It starts at 8:30 at the Pumpkin Center Lodge. But this is donation based, and donations will go towards the burn victims from that recent accident down there.
Yep, a gas explosion. They were inside the home when it happened, and were severely burned, and they're going through the healing process right now. They're members of our church down there, and we're doing what we can, and it's Easter too. A great way to think of the Lord and Savior. So. It's awesome. It's great to be part of. I love being part of our community. We have a great community here.
Yep, so a celebration of Easter down there in Tonto Basin at the Pumpkin Center Lodge, and then there'll be an Easter egg hunt at the Kiwanis at 10 a.m. for the kids. And the donations, again, going towards the burn victims in that accident. So that's a great cause. Robert Mavis here, this is something we were talking about the other day with Lee's Kettle Corn and how they're doing a fundraiser with the school. Middle school, is it?
Yeah, it's the middle school. It's a baseball team.
Middle school baseball team. And you said you love seeing that. That's a great idea.
I think it's amazing that our community is supporting our youth like that. And instead of going big companies, you know, going right here local and making it happen. And so that's how we're going to sustain and survive through the tough times.
There you go. So Robert Mavis, he's the Payson boys high school basketball coach. And they have a tournament coming up. And Robert said, I'll need to come by to get some beef sticks. We can sell them at our summer basketball tournament where there's teams coming from all over the state to play in the tournament, and or sell them as a fundraiser. Please send me her information, and thank you.
Awesome.
So
yeah, let's definitely look into that. So Lyman Ranches Beef at gmail.com. You can shoot me an email, and yeah, we can connect. I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, the beef stick fundraiser. That's
That's a good ring to it.
Yeah, beef stick snack pack fundraiser. Beef stick snack pack patty whack. Give your dog a beef stick.
We actually have a lot of folks that come in and buy our raw dog food for their dogs, and we sell raw bones as well for dogs, and so. Yeah, gosh, some people spend more money on their dogs at the beef shop than they do on their own family. It's pretty awesome.
Oh.
I mean, their dogs are family. Our dogs are family.
There
so.
it is, yeah. Dogs are family. Also, Dan Johnson, Mary Johnson's husband. Sorry, Dan, that's how you'll be known now. Mary's husband.
That's what Jared gets. Cassie's husband.
Cassie's husband, yeah. There you go. Dan watching along with Lisa Swift. And we've had quite a few people commenting that love your beef and that stop into the shop. And again, what is the address on Main Street?
It's 410 West Main Street, and it's Suite C down there. So we're right across from the Main Street Animal Clinic and tucked in side by side Rim Country Insurance and Buffalo 76, which is a hobby shop.
And the days that you're typically opening?
Yeah, so every Monday we're there.
Every Monday.
Yep, every Monday 10 to 5, unless the cows get out. That's pretty rare.
Yeah.
And so, I did take a family vacation for the first time. That was pretty awesome, but it was cold. So, so be it. No horses, so I had to walk everywhere. But we're there every Monday. 10 to 5. And then I rotate Wednesdays and Thursdays, with the schedule at the ranch and trying to keep things afloat. It's kind of difficult to be, more days. So that's where we're at right now.
Hey, there we go. Your Facebook page, Lyman Ranches Beef Shop. That's a great way to stay informed of kind of what you have in the shop.
When I'm there, when I have a new harvest in, so I have steaks available. And then Lyman Ranches is the ranch page where people can kind of see the day in the life of and how our beef is raised. So both pages, Lyman Ranches Beef Shop and Lyman Ranches.
There we go. And before we know it, Northern Gila County Fair. I mean,
kids are getting their steers right now. Pigs will be getting purchased next month, as well as sheep and goats, and some already have their chickens and rabbits for the year and ducks. But lots of people are starting their projects and getting them ready. That'll be in September, the 8th through the 10th, right here in Payson. So come showcase your talents and come support those that do.
Yeah, and want to also thank Tonka. He was a young man that just put on the Bull Biz Teams and Toros event, and he worked with the Northern Gila County Fair, and Northern Gila County Fair board members and volunteers ran the parking lot, and he gave all that money, or all the money collected, which was right at $800.
Yeah, the portions of that to the fair.
To the Northern Gila County Fair. So thank you to him. Talked with him yesterday, and he said he's excited to be back next year, is already planning on that, and probably looking at like a daytime event. So that way, if the temperatures are a little cooler, and thankfully he missed the rain, because the rain came the next day, but the temperatures dipped down.
Yeah.
So it
was a pretty
cold.
cool event. I don't know if many people got to come out and see it, but bull riding as well as the mutton busting. And it was a lot of fun, and the team roping. So it was a bit cold. It was pretty cold, but
it was a little bit.
It was fun.
And one thing, because we just have a few minutes left, but just before the program, we were talking on how active you are with state legislature, and also, I guess, national, too.
I do dabble in that a little bit as well. Especially this last bit, I've been serving on a state board to work on getting the processing plants more availability of funding to expand. And since the pandemic, it's been really difficult to get beef processed. The processing plants have just been tapped out and full.
Gotcha.
And so we've done a lot of lobbying and working with that. My husband serves as the vice president of Arizona Cattle Growers Association, a state organization, and we're doing what we can to keep the beef industry alive and well here in Arizona, keep that legacy going, and make sure that there's going to be high quality beef available for people here in our great state.
That's good. It's important. That part of it is important as well, or else, like you said, you can't just take that for granted that it's always going to be there.
Yeah, and with our state being like 93% owned by either reservation or state land or federal land, our tax base and what that looks like for our schools and stuff. And so the ranching community are the ones that are using those natural resources on the land to provide gross income for our economy, and cattle is one of the 5 C's. So no, they're still teaching that here in school, but the Arizona 5 C's, and Arizona agriculture is a $23.3 billion industry to the gross revenue of Arizona. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's what feeds all of us, right?
Yeah. And hate to see, that would not be good if that went away. Similar to, in the Southwest when logging went away and the impact that had on the economy. And our forests. And the forest, the health.
Now we have catastrophic wildfires that are killing our wildlife, right? And our watershed and just doing some significant damage. So it's definitely a healthy balance. It's not one extreme one way or the other. We need to have a healthy balance. So.
Yeah. Well, and again, you guys commenting on our KRIM live. Cassie, after the program, sometime we'll do the honors on picking one of you lucky viewers to get that beef snack stick pack. So, hey, you can still comment. Jasmine Hernandez watching, and Anthony from Gila Hogs. How are you doing, Anthony? Hello to you, and Ken and Lorraine Boone from over there at Peace Electronics.
They feed their dogs heart and liver. So
Anthony says, "Love me some beef sticks."
Awesome.
Hey, there we go, showing the love, and a lot of hearts going up too. I don't know, what did you say? They feed Ken and Lorraine feed their dogs
beef heart.
Beef hearts. So how appropriate. We were getting hearts going up and talking about that.
That's awesome.
No. Well, Cassie, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was fun. I'm glad that it worked out. Spare the moment.
To
jump in. Normally, I don't really have a lot of extra time, so I was glad that it worked out.
Well, thank you so much. Anthony, just one last comment. He said the bologna is amazing too.
Oh, yes. We're having a bologna emergency right now.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so there's only one processor that I use that makes that product and with our beef, and he's on a 8 month to get beef in again. And when it was my turn, their smokehouse was down, and so I didn't get any bologna made. I could only have it processed into steaks and other cuts like that.
Gotcha.
But the secret's going to be out.
Okay.
April 5th is my next harvest date with that butcher, so we will no longer be having a bologna emergency unless something crazy goes down with their smokehouse again. So we're hoping to not have that because it's finally my turn.
There we go. So, a little peace of mind, Anthony. There it is.
No more bologna emergencies.
No more.
It's kind of like the snack sticks, right? People sniff them out and they know where they are and they just go and eat them because they're so good.
Yeah, I know how that works. Anthony puts up a little teardrop face. L. Waterman watching, also saying yummy. Yes, it certainly is. The snack sticks are yummy, along with everything else at Lyman Ranches Beef Shop.
No, we'll see you Thursday this week. If not, next Monday, 10 to 5, 410 West Main Street.
Thank you so much, Cassie, and thank you everyone for listening, and also a big thank you to Desert Financial Credit Union for sponsoring our Community Spotlight program. Time to get back to the music with some U2, Black Crowes, David Bowie, Rush, and more. But first, an update from the National Weather Service.
Payson and surrounding areas. I'm now Cassie here with
Do-do-do! Which one of you is gonna win the snack sticks? I don't know who's it gonna be. Cassie's gonna pick, so one of you are gonna be the lucky winner.